How to grow your business during Civil War. Hi, I'm Brian Pombo. Welcome back to Brian J. Pombo Live. Hey, I got a nice light-hearted discussion for you today. It has to do with upcoming Civil War. Is it possible? Sure, why not? We've seen some crazy things just in 2020 alone. If you're watching this in the future, you already know how things are turning out. It's tough to imagine us not going more and more into divisive times, but I'm not encouraging it. I'm not encouraging anybody to encourage it. But I want to talk about how do you grow a business in times that are as divisive as they are right now? How do you do that? How do you handle that when it comes to politics? And before I get to that, I just wanted to remind you about my new book, 9 Ways to Amazon-Proof Your Business. You get a free copy at amazonproofbook.com. I'm a business strategist. I help businesses across the world to be able to take the next step and really explode their business. How to take it from wherever they're currently at and take it and really get it to where you're looking to get it in the time that you're looking to get it there. How do you go about doing that? What are the things that you look for? How do you stop the competition or make them completely irrelevant? That's what my book is all about. Go to amazonproofbook.com for your free copy of 9 Ways to Amazon-Proof Your Business. Now let's talk about a little bit about politics. I'm not going to take sides or anything else. I'm going to give you a couple options of ways you can go, and you've got to decide on which way you're going to take it. The two main ways, well, I say two main ways. They're the same way. There's one thing that you can definitely do that is being done that is profitable, though I'm not taking that route myself. It is profitable. There is a way to do it, and that is pick a side. Pick a side, sell out, and just be honest and straightforward with how you feel about it, and let the chips fall where they may. If you're in a certain type of marketplace, that may already be working out for you, or you know well and good that your main followers, the people that are into your products or services, are already subscribed from a certain political philosophy or a certain political side. And that's okay. I don't care which side you are. If you pick a side and you stick to it, you don't have to agree with anyone else out there, just as long as you're very clear as to what you're about and the fact that you don't care if people don't like it. You have to be honest. There has to be a certain amount of transparency when it comes to your position, where you're coming from, and the way you see things. And just be blunt and straightforward and very clear. And you will drive people away. Guaranteed, you will drive people when they first come in contact with you and hear you espouse your beliefs or concepts. You're going to drive people away, but you will draw many more towards you because you're being very magnetic. There's something magnetic about being honest, straightforward. It doesn't matter whether it has to do with politics or not. It's the same thing. Especially, I think, partially because politics is so divisive that if you are not scared of that divisiveness, you'll pull people towards you. That is one way to go. And in our society, we can say, well, that's you're picking one side or the other, and that could be true. Okay, so that's up to you. I choose not to be overtly political in what I talk about. I do talk philosophy, but I try to stay as nonpartisan as possible because I think the truth is relatively nonpartisan in general. When you're talking about the end game, it's a nonpartisan thing. There's good sides and bad sides, and there's positions that are right and wrong. I believe in that, but I don't believe it's necessarily the best key to create divisiveness. That just in society in general, you can make a lot of money with it. Don't get me wrong, it works. It works at least in the short run for you personally. But in terms of society, I don't see it going in a good direction. And I think all sides right now need to take a step back and say, okay, if I'm right, If I truly believe I'm right, I don't need to shove my opinion down anybody's throat. I need to see how the other side ticks. I need to think about more of how they came to their conclusion, and either find a way to defeat them. Of course, you want to defeat them politically, of course, but at the same time, you should be looking to persuade. I think the real problem today is that we do not have real debate. Not that we need to be logical. Debate can be emotional too. There should be an emotional element because people are emotional creatures. You have to notice that. But at the same time, there's no debate in terms of us trying to persuade one side or one person to come over to our position. It's more of, we are going to mock the other side endlessly until they give in or give up or whatever. I don't see it going anywhere good. And I think the best way is to play towards people's better natures. And I think everybody has, well, most people have better natures that you could play to. And I know that there's a way to persuade because I've persuaded people over to the way I think. Politically, religiously, in terms of business. I've persuaded many people to be able to see business a little bit differently. It's really my job is to persuade. And I'm always looking more and more at better ways of persuading. It's good to know the outrageous tactics that are being used nowadays, the in-your-face stuff. It's important to understand those things. But that's not the only way. You can use politics to your benefit and keep from destroying everybody at the same time. And I think we could prevent civil war. But it's going to take us all stepping back from our own emotions and saying, okay, what's the real goal here? If I want people to see the world my way, I got to take my time with them. I got to take my time with them, find out what they want, and show them how we can get it through my means. If that makes any sense. And you may have something here's the third way. The third way is you may have a business that has zero to do with politics. And oftentimes people are running away out of politics while they're talking to you about your stuff, about your products, your services, your realm. People are pushing politics away. You could be apolitical in the sense of you do not recognize it. Don't talk about it. Don't recognize it. That's fine too. But you got to stick to that. You got to be clear about that and stick to it and just be very straightforward on it. Hopefully that makes sense. Hey, go check out my book, like I said, AmazonProofBook.com. We'll be back here tomorrow night, like we are every night, with a little tip. Sometimes it's strategy, or sometimes it's principle, like tonight, and sometimes it's tactics. Just a simple tactic to be able to take you to the next step. We'll be back tomorrow. In the meantime, get out there and let the magic happen.